On March 1st, 2021, Maduebibisi Ofo Iwe'S, a distinguished professor of food processing and extrusion technology, an internationally certified food scientist, CFS, assumed office as the 6th Vice Chancellor of Maduebibisi University of Agriculture, Umudike. His emergence was generally perceived as an act of God and was received with great emotion by a university community that hoped for a leader who will have the courage to restore the battered image of the university, resolve several thorny issues, and improve the institution's fortunes.
I think it was an emotional thing for many people, even among the members of the council. It was very emotional. When I got in where they were, some of them were almost in tears. And apparently that led to some of them telling me a few hours or days later that it was God that appointed me Vice Chancellor. I thought a human being. And so I thank God that the appointment eventually came. And so the feeling was good. Everywhere down, people were happy that it went through.
The appointment came at a time when the university was polarized and needed a sense of direction. Hence, the newly inaugurated Vice Chancellor made swift moves to unify the university and set the institution on the path to peace and sustainable development. He hit the ground running by visiting all the colleges in the university for physical needs assessment and contact with staff.
The university was in a state of more or less confusion. People had lost, hope in the university because of the, things that were happening then and things that happened prior to that very time. There were all these issues of I belong to Peter, I belong to Paul. There were these issues of I'm hated, I'm liked. There were issues of my promotion, I'm not my promotion. And the previous regime was accused of all manner of things that we were trying to handle. And of course, people had lost hope in the entire system. So I needed to do a kind of needs assessment, get close to the people, understand actually what they are saying and what they want. It was also to build confidence in the system that I had to tell everybody, just calm down, we'll find a way out of all these confusion. So, and of course, as a leader, I needed to be in touch with both the people and the environment.
Professor Iwe envisioned Maduebibisi University of Agriculture, Umudike, as a truly agricultural, entrepreneurial, and research-driven institution renowned for innovation and productivity. Part of his dreams was to reposition the university to assume its pride of place in Nigeria as a credible, reliable, reputable, productive, and self-reliant institution.
There were two things encapsulated in my vision which I presented to council before the appointment. I needed a university that is contemporary, a university that is open to the universality of universities. Because for a long time here, we have tried to, enclose ourselves, shorten ourselves. By the time I was taking over, this university was having a bad image. The image was terrible in many things, in many respects. And it was also carried over period to that very time. And of course, staff were not really helping matters. Many of them were not ready to work or to do what they were expected to do. Even those of them in leadership were not coming forth to providing leadership enough to challenge the docility of many people behind them in the units and departments. We haven't quite gone away from that now, but at least there's a little bit of a limp out of the situation at that time.
Many of the Vice Chancellor's dreams are becoming a reality. Today, the university stands as a testament to the progress with many projects either completed or at various stages of completion, including the roads to the Center for Molecular Biosciences and Biotechnology, CMBB Extension, the Agribusiness and Incubation Center, ABIC building, the new postgraduate hostels, 2-story hostels A and B, completion of the 3-wing hall and a lecture theater, among others. In a bold step, Professor Iwe'S dream of expanding the university became a reality when he embarked on infrastructural development at the institution's permanent site, Olori. It is also a thing of joy that under the administration of Professor Maduebibisi Ofo Iwe'S, the Abia State government has now signed the university certificate of occupancy, which gives the university access to its land for several opportunities and possibilities.
I had two things in mind. We must pursue expansion of the university. That was also contained in a visitation panel's report, and then pursue also the certificate of occupancy of the university. And I thank God that we have gone far in these two.
Despite these numerous successes, Professor Madu Ofo Iwe'S has acknowledged the challenges faced by the university, including low funding, which have posed as brick walls on its path to greatness.
We realize that we don't have the resources to run the university. Unfortunately, outside here, people misunderstand what we do in the university, especially when it comes to funds. Nigerian universities don't have funds because of the situation it found. The universities find themselves. Universities in Nigeria are not sponsored by industries, contrary to what is tenable elsewhere. Many industries shy away from coming close to the university. And when that is lacking, then you can't find funds.
To navigate the university's low funding challenge, the administration of Professor Maduebibisi Ofo Iwe'S has been built on a foundation of prudence and strategic financial management. Under his leadership, key revenue-generating arms, including Moayu Nigeria Limited and Moayu Microfinance Bank, have been revitalized and have served as catalysts for the university's operations.
We had to introduce e-Senate because we know that the major area of spending in the registry area is production of Senate materials, because we have to have bundles for as many members of Senate as possible and all that. So we have to introduce e-Senate, and I'm sure we brought down spending as far as Senate and similar meetings were concerned. That's one thing we did. Another one was to fix possible inflow areas, because which were lacking that time. Yes, the university established a microfinance bank some many years ago, but at a point it had problems. And the university established what they call, it's a limited liability company, which people call consultancy in some other universities. And it wasn't functioning for 15 years. The licenses were down and everything. We also have something like the university petrol station, which was also down for many years. So we have to find a way of fixing up these things and making sure that they start working again.
The welfare aspect of the staff of the university has also been prioritized. Professor Iwe'S administration has resolved all staff-related litigation that has once bedeviled the university to ensure peace, confidence, and cohesiveness in the university. He has also focused on the promotion of staff.
We virtually don't have any case in court with any staff as it is now. Maybe there are just a few, and everybody is happy for it that things are going on. Some people that felt disenfranchised with their positions as professors and all that, we have been able to sort out those things without quietly, and they're happy. Almost everybody that had any issue with the professorship has been, sorted out, and everybody is back to work. And I think that is one of the things that is making us so happy that even if we didn't do any other thing, we can achieve a level of peace, a level of confidence, a level of cohesiveness among our staff that had issues at a point in the university.
As Professor Maduebibisi Ofo Iwe'S approaches the final phase of his tenure, his legacy of transformation, innovation, and progress stands tall. His vision has reshaped MUANU, laying a solid foundation for the future. As the journey continues, the call remains to sustain the peace, growth, and excellence of the university.